Back at it. Part two of probably a million parts we're gonna do on this car. I'm going slow motion with it, but the shop's slow motion. So I was able to work on it a little bit here earlier today. Man, this has nothing to do with what I'm doing, but man, I hate that he has these goddamn hubcaps, man. He probably loves them, I don't know. I just goddamn really hate looking at him. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. So before I continue, it's gonna bug the shit out of me. Shit. Yeah, that already looks 10 times better on the Steely, even if the chrome got a little bit of rust on it. I'm not gonna throw these away. I'm gonna save them for homeboy. But I'm tired of looking at it with it, so we'll put that in there. Bam, already looks way better. Let me do the other side. But hopefully he don't get mad. I'm sure he won't get mad. I got no clue why they got them hubcaps on there. Shit, that makes the car look 10 times better just doing that.
Gotta go, cause I got me a drop top. And if I hit the switch, then I can make the ass drop. No destination, just riding, watch me gas hop through the intersection, shit bouncing like a grasshopper. Cross-threaded 13s, bitch, the man right her. Cocked up on 3 wheels, make it slam this.
Alright, we're back at it. I had decided to make the 4 holes for the tank, so I'm doing that. I still got to get with the file, make that a little bit bigger, do this side. As a matter of fact, bro, this is literally this little pile of little bullshit ass tools and this grinder is all I've been using to fabricate all this shit. Obviously you can have better tools and whatnot, but everything I've been able to do is just on some bullshit ass tools. So shit, if you got some time, you ain't got no excuse, dog, because I got very little skill. And yeah, some manual labor. I'm just filing it to square it off. Obviously, there's better ways, but right there, we're going to just do it old school, baby. But I'll click y'all back on when I got the tank back up on there. All right, we're literally in the trunk, y'all. Lying in the trunk. Hopefully nobody comes and shut this hole. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I'm gonna end up having to put the back tank over here along with the compressor. I got it. I gotta figure out where we gonna mount them and the tanks. Actually, these could probably fit long ways. Oh nah, but I forgot the springs underneath here. I gotta look underneath and see where I can drill, and that could land right there, or we could go forward, or we could put the compressors right here. Actually, let me look on the bottom. Let me see what's in the way. Hold on. Alright, I tried the spray paint method. Yeah, the tank didn't go across the back. I couldn't get it marked that good. Usually spray paint, but it ain't that much space. Method give me a little marking, but it's alright. We looked underneath. We could go ahead and drill some holes. Arts and crafts over here, baby. Just give me a little quick little bullshit ass stencil. Something quick. But hey, it'll help me mark up the holes up. Can't even speak. Can't even spoke. Nah. It'll definitely help me mark the holes where I need to mark them. Alright. I did my badass template. It ain't perfect, but did the holes. Look like that's where it's gonna sit. I done drilled the holes through. And then go give me some hardware. Mount that thing up and then figure out the compressors. They would fit right there, but that's right on top of the spring perch, which the line's gonna go through to the airbag. So most likely, probably up here in the front. I don't know. I'm gonna run through the hardware store, get some bolts, make sure I ain't gotta make them holes bigger. They look like they're aligned from what I've seen, or at least close to it. Yeah, let me button down this tank and then we'll move on to the compressors. Alright, so I got that I just self-tapped one little screw right there just to hold it. It fits good right there, and I could put the other one, but man, it's kind of blocking, like I was telling y'all earlier, blocking that pathway, and it's not completely blocking it, but it's kind of in the way of both of them. I'm still not decided if I should do it like that. It's probably gonna end up like that, but so the hose looks a little funky like that, but as y'all can see, if I put them like that, my two middle holes are completely clear. Also, that hose ain't gonna be in the way of the airbag hose. You see, it's a lot more clear up there. It look a little funky, but the hose ain't in the bind or nothing. It reaches good. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the move. I'm gonna flip them around like that with the head that way. And then I'll come off with my back valves off the middle ports. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Before I finalized the compressor situation, I went to the hardware store and got screws for that, nuts and bolts or whatever, for my compressors. I haven't drilled out the holes yet, but I want to also see where I'm gonna put the valves. The valves do come with these little brackets, and I was initially thinking of putting them somewhere individually and running, you know, the line and different push fittings and all that. But fuck it, I just went to the hardware store and I got a whole bunch of brass fittings. I'm gonna see if I could do it like a hard line to the tank, since there's only gonna be 4 on each tank. I don't think it'll be that heavy on there, and I got all brass fittings because brass on brass, I think it's good, right? Well, anyways, let me see if I could assemble this, and then I'm gonna test fit it in the trunk. So this is kind of the configuration I think will work. I'm not 100% sure if it's gonna fit over there where I think it is, but this is just a quick mock-up. I don't know if y'all could see. This shit'll stand up. So y'all see the arrows? This is gonna be my up. This is going directly into the tank port. And yeah, this is getting a little heavy, so I'll probably end up putting these and making a bracket to help it, but that'll be afterwards. My thing is, this is gonna be a direct shot. The line's gonna go right here to the airbag, and then this is my dump up. So I think that's what I'm gonna try to go with. This is just a mock-up. They're not super tight or anything, but I'm gonna go test fit it on the tank. Hopefully it sits in there, and then we'll do another pair because this is just for one bag. So this is up, and then this is down. So let's go test fit it. And plus, you could do it, man. You could configure it however you want. Plumbing is just, you go simple, crazy, complicated. I think this is pretty simple. And then it is a little heavy to be on that tank. It might, you know, for moving it. But like I said, if this works space-wise, I could still put this bracket right here and this bracket right here, and maybe make with a piece of angle iron or something just to help it. But we'll see if it fits. It's starting to look like a motherfucking science project up in this bitch. Alright, this is where we at. I kind of just, them compressors ain't bolted down. But I think that's where we're gonna be at. Yeah. I finished drilling out the holes for the compressors. But I think that's it. That's where the shit's gonna stay. Yeah. Alright, this is where I'm at with it. I went back, mocked the tank back up. Looks like it's gonna be good with the 4 bolts. I don't know if I'm gonna keep the valves like that. But right now I notched a piece on the brace so I could put that back in there first, and then let me see if that's not too in the way of the valves. And in the back, I don't know what I filmed last time. I think I filmed the mock-up. This is where I'm at with it in the back. Still got to drill the rest of the holes for the compressors. Those ain't even really screwed down. But I think that's where the back's gonna stay like that. I like the back like that. That's staying 100%. The valves and everything. So I just got to make the holes up here. Nah, the tank's staying there. The tank's 100 now with the 2 bolts on each side. The valves, like I said, I just need to put this brace back. I just had to notch it because obviously the tank. I'm gonna put the brace back, and I got to decide if I'm gonna put elbows or straight. Depends. I might change the T around. I don't know, but that's where I'm at with it, y'all. Actually, I'm going kind of slow with it, but hey, at the same time, shit, I told him, don't rush me. This ain't my main job. Of course, we gotta do the tires, but when we slow, I can work on this. But all right, y'all, let me hit y'all back up once I got that enough trim and got that brace back sitting in there. All right, we're back at this project. Probably like, it's been like a week since I touched it. I did get the battery. I got all the wiring components that the kit came with. I got 2 battery trays. We know all this gonna work. I just wanted to mock everything up. All this still has to come out. But I'm gonna start off by I guess cleaning some of this stuff up real quick. Getting some of them leaves out and shit. I'm gonna try to put that battery and the battery trays in right now. And then we'll start taking it back apart for final assembly. Alright, let me clean some of this off. I gotta clean that side off too. Ugh, this wiring look like a nightmare. But all I'm gonna put back is his electric fan and his main wire. I'm not messing with none of the music stuff. He said take that music stuff off or it's getting redone or something. But if y'all can see, that ain't, yeah, that looked pretty wild. Anyways, let me try to figure out putting these battery trays in here. Let me clean up right here. God damn, we got some pot and soil up in here. Look like we could grow some plants up in this motherfucker. See, this is where I fuck up at, dog. I really already charged them cheap. This has nothing to do with the airbag installation. But, I mean, if the batteries ain't right, this bitch gonna be moving around and flopping everywhere. As y'all can see, the original battery tray is pretty non-existent. I'm gonna have to take that off so we can have a nice flat area to mount the other bracket in. But damn, all this extra work, and I already charged cheap as hell. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Now I gotta clean this side out. We're gonna take this little it's not a reservoir, it's like a breather tank deal. I was just gonna leave it in there, but he said go ahead and take it off. All right, it's better we take it off. More space for me. Yep, this battery tray has definitely seen better days. Like I said, this is all extra work, but I'm just clean it up. Get all the bestest part, you know, the big parts up out of here. Really, you should sand the shit out that shit, primer it and paint it before putting the battery tray. It's actually not as bad. Mine actually rusted all the way through. This one's not. So, it ain't too bad. Yeah, like I said, really, that's all extra work I'm doing cleaning this shit up. But I'd rather work on a cleaner surface. That ain't all the way clean, but that's as clean as it's gonna get. You know what? I'm gonna rattle can down it. That bitch gonna restore it like that, like in 2 seconds. All right, let me start on this side. I'm gonna motherfucking get bit by a fucking rat or snake or some shit. I know this probably pretty wild to y'all, but when I do old schools like this, I like to do it like that in case it might have a bolt or something important that you're throwing away. I'm gonna need a motherfucking technic shot, but there always be shit all up in there. Sometimes it's shit that you might need for the car. On this one, hell nah, nothing but trash, but still. Shit, so much damn trash you couldn't even see where the bolts are at. They're from underneath too. It's loose though. Oh, okay. Ah, well, I'm gonna have to take that bracket off anyways. Man, this shit kind of heavy. I don't know. I think it's a breather for the tank. To be honest with you, I done took that bitch off a lot of times on cars. Hopefully, it don't fuck nothing up, because then the line just like that. But I asked him. He said, "Go ahead, take it off." So perfectly clean. But like I said, this is all extra work. I already been on this over like 3 hours. Still ain't got nothing done. But cleaning. That's how I be on these old schools. All right, let's see how the battery trays sit in here. This side's gonna be a lot easier. Wherever it lays, I just drill some holes and we'll be all right. This side over here, you see the ones holding up. These are gonna be the issue because those are pointing up. Let me lay one of them battery trays in here. I think I did an unboxing on these. I'm not sure if I filmed it or not. I believe I did. But I got them trays from Amazon. They look a little cleaner than the shit that they sell at O'Reilly's. You know, basically that's how it's gonna be. We gotta put that plate, bolt that bitch down to the wheel well, and then it's gonna strap on with that. We got these deals and the screws somewhere. Hopefully I ain't losing. Oh, here they go. Let's pop out that other one. Yeah, like on this side, it definitely shouldn't be an issue. Let's see. I'm lying, that bitch don't fit in there. Damn. Let me check the other side. Guess we're gonna have to do some chopping. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do some MacGyvering. All right, let me study this, see where this shit gonna land. All right, so obviously it's not flat, so I'm either gonna have to do like spacers or chop into it to lay that, get flat. But I think that's where they're gonna end up having us stay in there. I could trim a little bit on this or a little bit on that. I'm not too sure, but I think I might not even trim none. I'm sitting those right there. I got the other one pretty much the same. Definitely not level. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna sit the batteries in there. See how that looks. If that's not in the way of anything, both the batteries. Alright, so I kind of mocked it up in there. They fit up in there, but man, yeah, the tray's gonna have to go more in that way. Same thing over here. If we leave the trays right here, it kind of would work. Obviously, they're just slanted. The batteries ain't sitting in there flush because of the bottom. I'm just checking. Yeah, we're gonna have to go that way. Same thing. We're gonna have to notch some shit. So, and then see, they too close to the front, because then ain't no space really to put the other bracket. Ooh, it's gonna be a tight fit, regardless of what we end up doing. Alright, notched a little bit right there. Probably gonna have to notch more. And then I also hit it right there. Starting to sit down. I think I'm gonna just persuade it a little bit more in this area, trim a little bit more in that area, and mark the holes. I notched out pretty good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut this corner, because if y'all can see, we got some rust damage right there. I ain't even gonna be able to put a bolt right there. I ain't doing no rust repair. So that's why I'm gonna be like, I'm fuck it, dog. We'll just use the other mounting points. We're gonna chop this off so maybe it'll sit a little flusher. So I did some notching. Not the prettiest cut I've ever done, but we'll clean it up. And that, I think I could go a little more on that one. And then over here, I'll probably just bang it down a little bit on this corner. Hopefully this shit it's rusty right there. Hopefully it don't make a hole. But it's sitting close to flush. Oh yeah, that hole's sitting a lot better. I went ahead and drilled little pilot holes. Let me bolt them two down, see how that feels. I can see this area is definitely weak. He needs some rust repair. I am definitely not doing that. I got my holes drilled though. With this and that, we should be fine. It's solid right here, and then this is the core support, super solid. Obviously ain't gonna be able to put one on this side. But if I see those two ain't good enough, we'll just do another one over here on the core support. But I think that caddy corner is gonna be fine. You know what, let me go ahead restore this right quick. Let me get my rattle can down on, baby. Woo, make this shit look brand new. I said I wasn't gonna repair the rust, but there it goes. Nah, I just want to spray in there because he might not repair that. That way we'll put it in the battery tray for the final time if it works, and I'll leave it up in there. But the paint's gonna help a little bit, dog, preventing future rust. Rattle can down, at your service. Now let me just clean up this bracket. That way if it does work, I won't have to take that bitch out no more. Clean up this one and go in a little bit more. All right, there she goes. Super sturdy. It looked good in there. I'm gonna double check the battery in there, but hell yeah, I like it. See all this extra shit. But hey, I guess I'm doing it like as if it was mine, I guess. Well, if it was mine, I probably won't do it at all. Never mind, whatever. Let's peep the battery, how it sits in there, how it looks. Oh yeah, that bitch is nice. Yes sir, it's a good spot. All right, let me put the tie down. See how it look, man. Damn, oh dusty ass. Man, they got overspray on this hose. Let me put the tie downs. All right, got the post up in there. It was pretty tight for that one, but I think we'll be all right. Had to take the back post off because it wasn't sitting there. So, but, all right. Well, I got it up in there. It looks pretty damn good, honestly. I like the way it looks. But we got a problem. Look at these spacers. The bolts reached, but the bolts reached, but those deals are loose. Nah, but the battery's on there. Shit, I moved a battery right here. I moved the whole car. Yeah, I like it. Took me way too goddamn long, but I like it. I'll just get some washers for that shit. Or I can leave it without that. Nah, it'll probably look better with just some washers on the bottom or something. Uh-oh, starting to look like something. Oh yeah, I like it. I like it. Took me all day. But I definitely like how it came out. Oh yeah. Alright, let's figure out what's what over here so we could at least crank this bitch up so we can move it today. I decided not to put the negative terminal just yet because I am going to trim that wire. I want to make sure everything works though. I hooked back up everything he had except the system wires or whatever, the old amp wires. So now I got one more outlet to connect to my other battery, which I guess is going to be project for tomorrow. Because this side took us too damn long. Definitely like how it came out. All that wiring was already there. I'm not messing with it. I just hooked it back up. No, as a matter of fact, that's what I need to do. Let me make sure it cranks up. It should crank up right there. And then start trimming this tray for this side. Let me see if it cranked. Cranked on, no problem. That means we hooked everything back up good. And we can go ahead and change the ground cable. The ground terminal. The damn hose covers up my nice terminal, but trimmed it over there in that corner. a little bit, but I think that's where we're going. I think I like it where it sits right there. It should clear that. All right, let me go ahead and drill the holes. Bolt that thing up. All right, got that thing bolted up. Let me sit the battery in there, see how it sits. Hopefully it's good, because I like that. That way we'll be on to the next. Dang, it's gonna be a tight fit as well, but looks like it's gonna work. You can see we're real close to the lines, but we got space between them. And then once it's tied down, that battery should move. Yeah, but it's in there. Let me try to put these things up in there, these little posts. That's a tight fit, but damn, our ground bolt is right in the way. I'm gonna have to move that ground elsewhere. But luckily we had another hole right next to it. Yes, sir. That wasn't that hard. Damn, I probably jinxed myself with that comment. Ooh, this one was a much tighter fit. I guess either the battery's a little bit bigger or they got less space on this side. But we got it in there, as y'all can see. This whole stuff. But it's in there secure, baby. That's all we care about. Out with the old, in with the new. God damn, I royally fucked up on charging this fool. I forgot my prices are not the same of today's. I gave this fool a price of like 10 years ago. Shit, just adding the second battery and cleaning all that rusted ass shit up and alone ain't factored into the price I charged him. But I got to. Now I gotta start my favorite part, the wiring. Hell no. But at least we got ports and shit to tie into with a second battery, because you know this fool gonna have 4 pumps. Alright, there we go. We got the terminals on there. Now we ready to start the wiring. Wiring up the compressors first. Running all the power. Everything. I went ahead and changed the terminal over there, the ground cable, just so we'd be done with it. Looks a lot nicer, obviously. And yeah, I royally fucked up. All this shit I did basically was not factored into the price I'm charging him. So yeah, I royally fucked up on price, but it is what it is. We're already here. I cleaned up all that speaker wire and shit. Took out that little tank. But I don't know how much I filmed or how long this video is, but you know what? I'm gonna end it here. We'll just do a separate video of me starting to wire it. But there we go. This hoe's actually been kicking my ass just because it's been here too damn long. It's my fault. I didn't touch it for like a week and a half. So we back on it, baby. Let me know what y'all think about the second battery and placement of everything. Holla at your boy.
And if I hit the switch, bitch, I could make the ass drop. And if I hit the switch, I could make the ass drop. And if I hit the switch, I could make the